Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, oh, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hello, Saver. Whether you're saving for that trip to the tropics or saving for an emergency, now is the time to take advantage of Wells Fargo's savings options. Wells Fargo offers savings accounts that can help you save towards your goals. So, what are you saving for? Visit a Wells Fargo branch or wellsfargo.com/save to open a savings account today.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Thanks for tuning into our podcast. We love having you here, and it's our mission to bring you all the latest and greatest tips, skills, and know-how to make you the best that you can be. We know that you have it in you, and we're going to show you how. Now, let's get started.
This episode is powered by Poddex.
Thank you for tuning in today. You are now listening to That Will Never Work podcast with your host, Maurice Chisholm. Hello, everyone. I thank you very much for tuning in today. Hey, y'all. Let me tell you, it has been a truly challenging 2022. And in this year, in these challenges, I have found myself, it has been very difficult in trying to understand where I'm going and what I'm doing and what I love. So with me saying that, I went back into what I started my business in. And just so happened this year, I have celebrated 10 years of being a small business consultant, and in those 10 years, I've learned a lot. I've amassed a lot of hours. I have spoken to a lot of people, influenced a lot of different individuals, got a lot of work done. So as I'm saying this to you, it makes me think about, what made me start? What influenced me into getting into this line of work, if you will? Did I speak to? Who did I study? What did I go to school for? Things like that, and when I look back into those things and I realized how much time and energy I had put into those things, I realized that what was going on as I was working in corporate America, I was not utilizing my skills, my talents, my energy to the fullest extent. And that's what kept influencing me. If you remember last season, I kept talking about the golden parachute. And that golden parachute, we get caught up in, hey, you know what? We have that 9 to 5. We have those means to pay our bills, pay for daycare, buy the diapers, pay our mortgage, pay our car note, go see a movie, go eat dinner, go to the market, whatever it is that could be basic in that situation, that golden parachute allows you to do that. So as I start to reflect, as I stated earlier, on what I really wanted to do and what made me start this company, being Chisholm Group LLC, what it was is that I really love to help people. And that has been my background since I can remember being in church. Most of you know that I am a church boy at heart, and look out for that book, coming soon, Life of a Church Boy. And in that, I express how I enjoyed helping individuals, watching people smile, and being able to help those that are less fortunate than I am. And being less fortunate does not mean that they're broke or poor, but maybe they just don't have a support system that allows them to succeed or excel in any particular field. And I luckily had those opportunities. I had those individuals in my life that really helped me to get to that point. So let's fast forward 10 years, and over the last couple of weeks, you've heard, a lot of interviews that I had where these individuals, were able to pour back into me, doing these interviews as I am listening to what they have to say and how they're encouraging and what they love what they do. And I think that is one of the things that it sometimes gets lost in our pursuit of happiness, is what really makes us happy. We get caught up in the golden parachute and we lose what's happy and what is our true motivation. So today, I just encourage you to find what it is that you're happy about, what you love, and how much time and energy have you put into that, and is that something that you can take and mold into something that you love to do every day and get paid for it? You know that there's a lot of people that are not working today, and is that because they don't know what they want? Is it because they are not being influenced by the commercials and things like that? Or they are being influenced by commercials because you start to realize that these individuals that you see on the TV now, that you see in the commercials, you see on movies, have started out on YouTube, Vine, Instagram, whatever it is. They've become some type of influencer. And so now they have, fulfilled their dreams some way, shape, or form. And as I look back into my 10 years of developing where I am today, and prior to that, how much time did it take for me to become who I am today? I think that's something that we need to dive into as we move forward into this second quarter, third quarter of 2022. We need to understand what it is that, one, that's going to make us happy. Number two, how much time does it really take? And I think that's key. We need to really understand, because we could talk about all day about what's going to make you happy and how to get to that point, and understand what your goals are and your desired outcomes and what it is to get over the hump in order for you to get to that point. And a lot of times some of that is understanding your pain points, and your pain points sometimes hinder you from jumping forward, leaping forward. But before we get into all of that, I really want us to talk about time and how much time does that take. Some of us want it in a microwave. We're looking at IGTV, 60 seconds. We're looking at Vine, 6 seconds. We're looking at TikTok, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. We're looking at all these things that are in a microwave. They're very short. They're not very long. Our attention span right now today is not a very long thing. And in reality, as much as I try to read some books, I end up turning my time into listening to audiobooks when I'm doing, as I'm trying to do something else, as I am trying to multitask. And I realize that when I go back and try to reread that chapter or whatever else, I realize, there's a lot of things that I missed. There's a lot of things that, I skipped over. Maybe I didn't understand it correctly, and taking the time to read the actual book, it allowed me to refocus. Now, granted, for myself, I am a person that as I'm reading something, I'm able to visualize it at the same time. So I try to find a way to apply it as I'm reading. And I understand everyone has their own level of understanding, their own level of how they take in information, and also how they output it. But I want to say that, you know, some of that, again, takes time. Have you taken the time to do what it is for you to excel? And no matter what area you're trying to go into, whether some of you are that listen, you know, you are in ministry, some of you are trying to be entrepreneurs, some of you are just trying to get to the next level within your organization, being your company, your nonprofit, whatever it is, you know, how much time does it take for you to get to that point? And that's something that we are going to continue to dive into as we move forward. I thank y'all very much for listening, and make sure y'all tune in next week or next episode or whatever it is, tune in.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.